Hi guys, today we're going to be quickly talking about what is called the distributive law. And essentially we're looking at when you have a number multiplied by a set of brackets, right? So it tends to look a little bit like this. And what this actually means is it's A multiplied by B plus C together. Meaning that if possible, you want to add B and C together and then multiply it by A. Sometimes that doesn't work though, right? So that's what we're going to be looking at. So essentially, if these two numbers can't be plus together nicely, which will be most of the time, the way that you distribute this, P plus C, right? The way this is distributed is you multiply A by B, right? My camera's freaking out. And then you plus it with A times C. Okay, so essentially in this case you'd get a result of AB, meaning A times B, plus AC, meaning A times C. That might be a little bit confusing, so I'll do a couple of examples to show you what it's like. So in this case, I'm going to show you how both ways work, because it works either way. If I can plus these two numbers together, 5 plus 2, that'll equal 7. Right? And then I can multiply 7 by 7, because remember, this is the same as this, which gives me 49. Or I can do the distributive law way and just show you it works exactly the same. If I have 7, 5 plus 2, I do 7 times 5 is 35, plus 7 times 2, which is 14, and they plus together to make 49. So that's just an example to show you that regardless of which way it's done, you get the same answer. And the reason that this law even exists, and we don't just do it like this, is for questions like this, where we have an unknown value in here. So again, this works the exact same way. It distributes, you multiply both of the numbers by 6, and you end up with 6x, or 6 times x, plus 6 times 3, right, which gives me 6x plus 18, okay? And then I thought I'd just do a couple more examples that you can refer back to. If you think you got it, you can stop the video here if you really want, but we'll do another one with a half. So again, I'm distributing a half between both, so I have a half times 4x, and then I have, this time I'm going to have a minus a half times 9, right? So a half times 4x is 2x. It's the same as dividing that by 2. Minus a half times 9 is 4.5. Again, exactly the same as dividing by 2. Alright, let me flip over. I just picked a harder example to do. So this one has a negative on the outside as well. So this is where we're going to have to work with some directional numbers, kind of like we did in our first topic of the year. So I'm going to distribute this. Negative 2 times 8f minus negative 2 times 2z. Alright, so this is going to be a little bit tricky here, because as you can see there's a minus and a minus together. So let's figure this out. So if we have negative 2 times 8f, we have negative 16f, and then we're going to have minus negative 2 times 2z, which is negative 4z. And you might remember from the start of the year, if there's two minuses next to each other, that's the same as a plus. Alright, so this is negative 16f plus 4z. That's the answer. However, often in maths you don't like to lead with a negative number, so I'm just going to swap these around. I'm going to have 4z minus 16f. And it works exactly the same way here. What I've done is I've taken this whole value here and moved it over here. Trust me, it really makes no difference. Okay. So that's probably one of the tougher questions in there. I thought I might pick out one more challenging one. Let's see. Let's say 7. Let's do negative 3t minus 2z. Alright. And again, I'm going to distribute this. 7 times negative 3t minus 7 times 2z. 7 times negative 3t is negative 21t minus 7 times 2z is 14z. And that's my answer. And normally, like I said before, we might swap this around, but because they're both negatives, it doesn't really do anything. So that's the distributive law. I hope that made sense. Yeah. Thanks, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day.